What's up, good people? What's up, good? What's up? How are you? Hello, all the beautiful souls out there with hearts, minds, bodies, and all the good things. Welcome back to Let's Talk Love. I'm your favorite love prescriber, Ms. Love Doctor. And where there is love, there's always inner beauty. So y'all make sure y'all say what's good to my co-host.
Hey, y'all. It's your girl Beauty on the Beat here. I'm trying to share the show. So if you see me looking down, you share, I'll share, you share, I'll share.
Please share it. And I don't have a phone in my hand to share it, but it would mean a lot to us. Honestly, what it is that we want to know that if the conversations that we're having is something that people can relate to and want to contribute to, because the conversations are for us to talk love, for us um, to find solutions to the things that I feel that we're all collectively dealing with. And I was riding today and I was just thinking about everybody and how we're so. I'm sorry, we probably definitely gonna have to do a little stretch session on the show because I feel so much um tightness. But yeah, just I get it. I get all of us are in this system of a thing that is fine oiled machine, right? And naturally, you care and you think and you empathize to what you consider is your struggle, right? And so it's natural for for one particular race or group or gender or sexuality, which I don't know how that's even a thing, or I guess your religion, whatever all the things of the things is, right? That we all have to be separated by. And you naturally would think like this thing is my problem, like this is something that's near and dear to me, it's happening to us, but then it's like they're thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
This thing is happening to me, this happening to us. So we're all having the same experience separately.
Yeah. But we're all having the same experience.
And it's like we have to mend this thing because it's gonna have to take us, right? And I see it. I know that oftentimes, her and I are told that we live in a fantasy world where I see us all living in harmony, peace, and the animals is doing their thing, they feeding the land, and the land is feeding us back. I can see it. No, we don't have to harm each other. No, we don't have to. All the things that people think, oh, well, this is just the way of the world. This is how we have. No, we don't. No, we don't. I saw two things today that lets me know that humanity is real, and it's crazy how it's 360.
Okay, tell me what you saw, because I gotta tell you what I saw.
Tell me what you saw.
So I had a shirt on. Somebody had a shirt that said, "Faith, not fear." And this world is so fear based that's why it's like, oh, the fear of somebody having more than I have, or less than I have. The fear of somebody, having, like, it's just the scarcity of everything, and people like to fear things so that way they hold things and they let things be accountable for things that they know that they shouldn't. I'm big with, like, I want my whole family to be together. I want my whole everything that
compound me, please.
Yeah, I'm so for
my manifestation. I feel like just give us a housing development and we don't even gotta stay on the same block, but we're in the same radiance. Like, in my opinion, if we are in the same orbit, there's no reason that it should take me 45 minutes to get to you in the call of an emergency. I should be 5, 10, 15 minutes, I'm there,
Yeah.
But we live in a westernized cultural system. All right. And that took me way off track, but y'all know what I mean when I mean what I say. So if nobody has told you that they loved you today, we would like to definitely be the first. Because that is
It's essential.
can somebody make me not like a Care Bear? I did have AI make a Miss Love Dr. Bear. She's
Oh,
so cute.
you better do it then. You better
She's
do
so
it.
cute. I'm gonna have to post her. I'm gonna have to
You
post
better.
her.
You
It is
better.
so cute. And then I was like, why you keep putting this? It put a little crown and a little cape on it. It's so funny. But yes,
That's
we're
so
gonna
cute.
do a heart and energy reset because it's important. I really feel like we're gonna start to implement some stretching because
Yeah,
I'm
because
telling you,
I
like
ain't.
my
I
body
feel.
is telling me all kinds of things today.
Mm-hmm.
And so, the fact that tonight's conversation is about something many of us were never taught and something that feels uncomfortable most times, even scary, and most of all, you feel selfish.
Oh my God, I'm over here. Just, I'm like, what you about
What
to?
she about to say?
Wait a minute.
Because you know what it is. Um, it's definitely one that is the purest. It's a pure form of love, and I think that um, it has been given such a negative stigma
Mm-hmm.
to the point where people feel guilty or shame or whatever for utilizing it. Um, so we're gonna talk about boundaries today
Oh
because boundaries, like,
yeah.
they're not walls.
Yeah, yeah.
I know walls. Okay, boundaries are not.
But can that? You don't think it should be a wall?
I think it should be a hard stop.
Okay. Okay. So it doesn't have to be a wall, but you
I
should
can
know.
see you.
Okay.
There's a street sign. Stop.
Okay.
What do you?
That's dope.
You can't proceed.
That's good. I like
Even
that.
remember when you tried to move the cone and you couldn't go through? You had to bust the U-turn.
In real time. In
And
real
that's a
time.
real
It
example
was
of
a
what
real
we went through. It
boundary.
was like,
Damn.
oh, I could get through there. Nah, no, you can't because there's another gate after
Heck of
that.
man. Heck of man. I was like, darn it. The one time that I don't try to follow the rules or like
Just
be
a
in
rebel
the
with a cult.
and it didn't go in my favor. See, that's why I told you. Sometimes I really it'd be hard for me to go against the grain, and then when I go against the grain, I'd be like, see, why? I'll be feeling
It's all
real
right.
bad.
You was doing your thing. So you was trying to get it done. But most people probably think it's like a punishment or a form of rejection. Boundaries is clarity. In this age, in this time, not even this age, I feel like this is who I've always been, but I'm
Yeah.
like really seeing it now, even looking back, like, oh, that's why I did. I need clarity.
Yeah.
My brain don't know how to do rigmarole.
True. That's not
I be
your
like,
that's a Capricorn thing. Push up.
oh yeah, hey y'all.
That's a
Where my
Capricorn
Capricorns
for
at?
real.
Where my Capricorns at? I was
The
supposed to change
clarity.
clothes because I was running errands today. No, I wasn't running errands today, but I was.
She was running errands. So
I really wasn't. Now that I think about it, but it's self-respect and emotional safety, and right now it's the energy is big on emotional safety. We need this to be a safe space.
That's crazy.
Making sure like you come with good energy because I've been like making sure that I don't like get on people posts. I'll go back and delete it. Like, why did you even do that? Like, why did you even say anything? Like, you need to protect your safety, like your emotional safety. Like, know what they're saying is incorrect. You don't agree with it. You don't need to comment. You don't need to comment.
And
I
I be
could just
wanting to
keep
comment.
scrolling, right? So I don't have to agree with you, but I definitely don't have to comment on your stuff. So, yeah, I had to protect that right now.
Yeah,
because it's just all the different wars is
it's too much.
It's a
wars
lot.
against everything right now. Everything. It's a war between right and left. It's a war between good and bad, right? And it literally right or left, your right or left motherfucking hand. Like it just be like
right. Because lefties be like, oh, because I'm a lefty. Oh yeah, they ain't make everything for us. We got a store. We only got one store. You're right. It's
everything.
Like, why? Like, you're unique.
Yeah. we're meant to compare each other, or we were not meant to. I didn't mean to say that word. We are taught to compare each other, and we're taught to see what you have and I have, or what the lack of or not lack of. You get what I'm saying? It's like we're taught to see it, and when someone is like wanting everybody to, you should have the basic necessity, right? And again, when you're fighting just for the basic of having a humane, you don't have to have, like I tell my kids, I keep the roof over your head and like clothes on your body. It didn't tell me that I had to keep you with Jordans on. It didn't tell me that I had to keep you with, like all these name brand clothes for you to feel. But again, when kids go to school, that's how they feel, right?
Yeah.
They're felt like, oh, okay, if I don't have what these people have, then I mean the bullied or talked about or whatever. That's a whole nother story. But you get what I'm saying?
Oh, that's a topic. Let me stretch to that. Bullying.
So it's a lot, because we are taught to compare, and that's where we start to feel like, oh, I want what you have.
If y'all feel it, I think y'all need to stretch with me. I think that's my problem. I haven't had no stretch,
and I ain't.
and I just
I did this, and I was like, wait a minute, I felt now, so like, uncomfortable.
Get it out.
But I'm like, okay, now. We can do it. We can, if you want it, if you want it.
So put your hand across your heart. We're gonna take a couple deep breaths, and
that was good though.
I'll tell you what boundary says to you. You can close your eyes. You can do whatever you need to do to fully get your body to relax itself. Let your heart and energy reset. Breathe in. I love you, and I love me too. I want connection. But not at the cost of my peace.
But not at the cost of my peace.
I want relationship. But not without respect.
But not without respect. Damn. These are all good ones, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Tonight we're talking about why no can be the most loving word that you speak to others and to yourself, honestly. And so y'all know that I like to define what we're talking about. So what are boundaries, right? It's something simple, it's something powerful. Boundaries are the limits that you set to protect your emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual well-being. You want me to run it back?
Do it one more time. Like, when you know what the purpose of the thing that is for, right?
I should have brought a notepad
for your emotional safety. That's the one thing that I heard is meant for my emotional safety.
Protect it.
To protect my emotional safety. Ooh. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't think that's when we talk about boundaries, I always like, okay, you know the superficial ones, but you don't really know why you need it. Or I mean, not you do know why you need it, but no one really teaches you how to use that as a skill and how to make boundaries okay. I feel like, being an empath and not having boundaries, it created a lot of things that I didn't necessarily need.
Yeah. For 1 second, let's give it up for our sisters. We got Miss Triple in the building and Miss Pinkston. What's up?
I'm my big sister and her little sister. How cute is that?
My big sister, my sister, she in the meeting. All right, I appreciate you. We are talking about boundaries today. Is there anything y'all would like to add to that? Is there anything that you guys would like to add to that? But basically, when you're protecting your emotional, mental, and physical and spiritual, I don't know why they don't teach boundaries in school.
I really don't know either. I really don't know. And that could really help grooming as well when it happens in school if we talk about boundaries.
I'm pretty sure they may now, maybe. I don't know.
Not at all.
I don't know. But they just basically tell you what you can accept. It makes you really take a look at yourself and say, you know what? That was a little too much for me.
Yeah.
And be completely okay with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, girl.
Like, man,
I know it
that was too much for me.
I know it.
I ain't gonna be able to do that. What you cannot accept, how you want to be treated? How do you want to be treated? That is the question that I ask the most because I need clarity. We already just discovered that.
Yeah.
If you tell me how to treat you, and I understand people want you to like be in tune with them. I can do that. You know what I'm saying? But still, life is lifing every day.
Yeah, I need you to express that. I feel like when people say like, we're not mind readers or we don't know, it's like if you feel that I'm pulling away, if you feel my sister always telling me everybody don't talk like that. Everybody, I'm like, but that's how I process things.
Asking questions,
Asking a bajillion questions of like, okay, well, what's this?
and it's okay if you don't have an answer for it. But in order for me to understand what you're saying, I'm probably gonna ask you.
Yeah, and I just feel like it's okay to say like, hey, I miss you. Hey, why you ain't call me? Hey, I'm about to pull up on you.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like all of those conversations, I know that there's certain conversations that I kind of share, shy away from because I'm working on that, but there are a lot of times that if it's somebody that I don't want to lose, that I respect, I'm going to have that conversation. Mm-hmm. And if I've had it and you don't take preview, or I'm telling you how I want to be treated, I'm showing you who I am to you. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Is that a thing though? Like us showing, look at, like it's almost like, oh, like they said last week, look at me, I'm doing all these things for you to show you how much I love you and respect you. But at the same time, it's probably not either.
So if they're not doing it, then I don't feel loved or respected. Ooh, maybe that's a
yeah, that's what I'm
message.
saying.
Okay, because that is like for sure.
That's a real thing.
For sure. Because again, and that's a big thing even in relationships and in marriage. Like we're supposed to love them how they receive love, not how we want to be loved. You get what I'm saying? Like if all the things in the world that I give you, but I just want your time, the value still isn't there. It doesn't matter. Our time together is what I value. I don't care if we were in a hut or in a car. The time that we have is what I value. And I feel like that's when you got to know your partner and start doing things vice versa, or your friends too. You got to know what they deem is important, not what you deem is important.
So what do you need to feel safe as your friend in real time? What is it that you need to feel safe?
I feel acceptance is very much for me to still for me to be me. And again, there are things that I still learn and that I'm growing at 40 something years old. But it's like I am different. I know that I'm not like everybody else. And I feel like it's okay, and I like that people laugh with me, not at me. And a lot of the times you can be around people that are laughing at you. And I never want to feel like that. I wouldn't feel safe with someone that I feel is like a mean person or a mean girl. And that's why sometimes I'm kind of overcritical of myself because that's how my family was.
Mean girls.
They were just shit talkers, like from my grandpa on, and I think that that's how it was back in the day of how they would just say however they feel. Because there was a standard that needed to be upheld when you went outside. As a black person, as a black woman, it was a certain standard that you needed to meet in certain in certain families. In my family, for sure, they like you can't be wearing no boy outfit. You can't be wearing your grandpa's shoes. You don't see me wearing your I just girls used to wear Jordans and I used to wear them. That's why I don't wear tennis shoes now. This is all conditioning, just because.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying? This is all the things that when you hear and you hear a negative thing, you don't feel safe to be like, oh, okay, well, I actually like tennis shoes.
Yeah.
I actually like, a little baggier clothes. I actually don't really like makeup all the time. Or I don't actually like putting wigs on every day.
Right. But you've been conditioned to feel like you needed to.
Yes. And then once I got away from actually doing it, then it's like, okay, I'm choosing to. I really enjoy it. It's not a forced thing. It's more because I'm embraced it in the way of being healed from it. You know?
That's pretty cool. Why does boundaries matter? Because without boundaries, love becomes an obligation. I feel like that was the second time. Humanity. It just came back to me when I said I saw it in real time today, right? How you know, like how you know this whole entire ecosystem is supposed to we're supposed to evolve together.
Okay.
We're supposed to exist together.
Okay.
Right? Two things. My cousin calls me. It's so funny. I need to send this to her. She calls me and she says, I was calling to show you Peppa Pig. And I'm like,
Peppa Pig.
what is happening
Yeah.
right now? Because the cartoon, like,
yeah, at least she know. Look,
the thing on the TV, like, what are you showing me? She's like, no, the pig, and we named it Peppa.
no.
And I was like, of course y'all have a pig.
Who has a pig?
Of course they got a pig.
Oh my god!
Right? So they call me on FaceTime so I can see this pig. And I'm just cracking up because I know that they love animals. Like, they love animals. The whole entire family, mother, children, grandchildren, they love animals.
They don't eat pork.
Always have. Well, I asked what's it gonna be for that. They said not that.
I'm just saying,
not her because she got a name. She's a pet. I'm about to tell you why she's a pet.
Okay.
And so the pig comes in the house, but the pig wants to like come in the house, and they're like, no, like blocking it, like no. It has to go into this little thing. Girls, my cousin started rubbing it. Why the pig roll over? Rub me here. I'm like a dog? Oh my god.
That is a house trained pig. Okay.
Not that. Like, it was the fact that the pig felt safe enough.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I didn't take
usually
that.
you at a slaughterhouse. You feel me? Because he was extending love to this animal. The animal did what it does to show you that it's receiving it. When you pet a dog and they roll over, they want you to rub their stomach.
Yeah.
Because that's where they feel, I guess, safe or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, did the pig just roll over to get the stomach rubbed? And so, I'm all in my head about it. And of course, they probably just thinking I'm laughing. But I just felt like it was just a thing. Like, if we weren't to treat them the way we did because we saw them as only as food, how would they react with us? Just like my girl Ocean with the sharks.
Yeah. To me, I wouldn't want to get in somebody else's water. That's their water. It ain't mine. Like, if I was a mermaid, that would be different, but I'm not, So to me, I'm like, I'm not about to swim in your thing and be like, okay, well, move away from me. I'm the dominant one.
Well, the thing about it is that what I learned is the same thing that I'm saying about the pig, right? I had to do an assignment on communication, and I chose nonverbal communication, or I got nonverbal communication, whatever. I don't know. However it was, I got nonverbal communication, but I had to debate why this is a thing. So I had to be for nonverbal communication. So I had to find a form of nonverbal communication, which I found this article about the lady who takes the hooks out of the shark's mouth. Right? Let me see. Let me look her up.
That's like the lady who take the hooks on them, they still be alive.
She's done over like 350.
That's crazy.
Out of shark, right? And so I'll have to click on it. I think this Christine Zanato, right? She was down there doing her thing, diving, whatever. She said the shark kept coming by her. And she's like, why is it getting close to me? That's already a thing. They already know that they're hypersensitive. So they knew if you were danger or a stranger or a kind or not a long time ago. So the shark kept coming closer and closer to her. And so she said once it came so close, she could see that it had a hook in its mouth, like from fisherman hook. And she said She was like, I wonder, should I take this out or whatever? Whatever. Y'all can look it up. It's on YouTube. I put over 300 sharks that she's pulled
And
from
they
their
just
mouth.
swimming in the ocean still. That's
So
crazy.
what she did when she snatched it out the shark's mouth, it flew away. So she was like, "Oh, I don't know what it's about to do or whatever." And so he came back with they learned it was a woman, came back with 5 more sharks before this lady even died was up.
Oh,
she went and got the homies like, "Hey, I got us one."
Wow.
Went and got 5 more sharks, and they all came straight to her.
Wow. And she didn't even get scared because you got 5 more sharks after you had helped one shark.
So
if you lived in fear,
but this was what? This is 2020 when this article was done.
But
so that was 300 sharks then.
Yeah.
And they can't talk to each other. They've never had a conversation. They can't.
Yeah.
That's nonverbal communication. They knew
It is.
from your energy and the energy that you're giving off that she was a good person.
Yeah. That
And
they were willing.
her.
Yeah. But she trusted them. You feel me? Like I said, 5 sharks coming to me. Like on them.
She trusted them back.
Like, well, let me see. They need me. How am I gonna do it? You get what I'm saying? Like
they come and now they like lay with her. And it's a community of sharks that love her.
Oh, that is so cute.
Which means that it just makes my mind wonder. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. I need to be that for the
So care becomes a resentment. And I know we probably know a lot about that resentment. You kind of feel like, and on both sides of the spectrum, people probably feel a way that it had to be you. Giving becomes depletion and connection becomes chaos. Boundaries are not about controlling others. They're about honoring yourself. You
That's
honoring
so good.
yourself. So we did not do our cards before we got to the definition, but we're going with the floor today. We are gonna do the mindset mastery. Boom.
Okay.
Pow. Bam. Affirmations for success and prosperity. So they have 2 sides to them, but one side is very like in depth and detail about what the other side says. But we're just gonna do the shorter version today.
Sorry. Thank you.
Bam. All right. You want me to go first?
Yes.
I will go first. I attract wealth by providing value and solutions to others.
Is that not true? Is that not true? I affirm. I shine, as you say.
That almost made me cry. That's deep.
Money is a tool I use for good and to help others. The more I give, the more I receive. Is that not fucking true for both of us?
I appreciate you, universe.
But that is crazy to me. Cheers. Because these are 2 things that we both really do.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Deep. Money come and go.
I don't know. That was a small statement, but it just made me a little emotional. Yeah.
It was big.
All right. So why is no a love language?
Okay, tell me that. I'm on the
because if you think about it, when you think about the levels of love languages, right? If a person, which sometimes we often do, come in loving you in their love language, and you allow it because you're just like, oh, that's just how he shows love, or that's just how they show love, but you're never getting your love language met, and without saying no, it should be in the clause of love languages. It's okay to tell a person that they're not loving you correctly.
Yeah.
It's okay to say that. And I think it's okay for you to accept it when they say it. Ooh.
Okay.
You're not loving me correctly. You don't get a chance to get defensive.
Okay.
And then start picking out the sky why I'm not doing it too.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm probably not doing it because I've been noticed that you're not doing it, and I've probably been trying to tell you, and you probably still been trying to gaslight me. And now I'm telling you straight up, and you still want to defend yourself. I don't feel heard. I don't feel safe.
In that order. Okay. Crazy.
But no protects your energy. Straight up. I don't know how old you guys are, but your energy is a real thing. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And most times, I can only speak for myself. I'll be feeling drained and don't even know it. Does this make sense? You be like, am I empty? I wonder, when did I get that way? How long have I been driving this car
on E?
Just on fumes. Like, how long have I been doing that?
I know. I think I've been doing that since I've been a kid.
Just going and going and
just going and going and going. Because when you have so many things just coming at you day after day after day after day after day, different things. It's like different emotion, different things. I just feel like you kind of learn how to accept running on E, even though your engine is gonna be fucked up. Your engine will be fucked up. Your heart is gonna be fucked up.
You just went on ahead and read me.
But you can still have a pretty car. You can still look like Alexis is still Alexis. BMW is still a BMW. The Genesis is still a Genesis. But if you don't fill it up, if you don't take care of it, if you don't do any of them motherfucking things, well, that compute is just gonna be poop. It's just gonna be a pretty car that don't work. Okay,
like, girl, you got a limit.
Because
my body was like, started to be that way. I feel like my whole entire body was like, hey. And I was like, what's up? And my body was like, and I was like, all right. I hear you loud and clear. Got right to business. Created myself a body apology program because I feel like I owe my body an apology. I ain't been treating it right. And it's just been, doing the thing for me. So I appreciate my body.
I never even paid attention to it. Like, what? Like, I have it, but I don't have it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I've been a big girl all my life. I never took care of her. And that's one thing that's like, you have to be honest with yourself. Like, you're okay with helping everybody else out. But you gotta, why do you not want to take care of yourself? Like, when I was going through like the weight loss surgery, they asked, like, well, why do you feel you don't have a problem with the food? I'm like, because I don't eat every day. I don't eat all the time. So you will deprive yourself of food even though you know your body needs it? I was like, excuse what? Okay. She's like, yeah, you don't think eating one a day, once a day is good for your body?
And I did that because I wasn't hungry. And I felt like it was glutton. Like, I'm just eating to be eaten. And that's why I was gaining weight. But it was the opposite. The doctor was like, no, it thinks it's starving and it don't want to. I was like, I don't know, but
we gotta hold on. We don't know when this is about to feed us
when
again.
Is she gonna eat again? Because I wouldn't even think about it, like, go without. But yeah. Anyways, no prevents resentment, and resentment is stanky and nasty, and it shows up in so many different ways. And it grows where boundaries are missing. You got like these little slits of resentment where if there was a boundary put in place, it would be a totally different kind of conversation that we haven't. No creates clarity. And people know how to love you when you know your own limits. Man, what gets me is that when people know they did something, but you're still accepting them around, or you're still accepting them as a person or a human, I just wonder, do they think like they real smart and they done got over and you soft or weak, or you just a pushover? Or do they think I'm just looking at them like...
I really think that like people have that one person or a few people that they can. Either they, think about a bully, right? Most bullies are being bullied. Most bullies don't just come from thin air, okay? Most. You hear what I said? Most. So it's like, it's either they're being bullied at home, they're being bullied somewhere, right? And that's why they become a bully. So most of the time, that's why I say I just feel like people do things that other people do to them, and they'll find one person that they can do the same thing that is being done to them to someone else, to kind of like
offset it.
Yeah. Like, oh, okay, well, this is being done to me. Like, like, oh, okay. And you'll have one person that takes it. He's that person. She's that person who takes it. And then when they give it to somebody else, they're going to be that person. I'm going to give it to you because I know that you will take it. Just like
offloading it somewhere else.
And I kind of see that
you're
sometimes.
being taught, like, that's how you handle your anger and your frustration. I won't ever forget this day. I was in CVS and I was in line, and there was a mother and daughter in front of me. I was not in CVS. We were in TJ Maxx. This, they ain't giving me no free clothes or nothing like that. I just want to set the scene. I'm a visual learner, right? So, and I don't see the dad. I don't know where the dad's at. I don't know this family. We're just in line together, right? But the mother and the daughter is in front of me. Are you about to laugh at me?
No, I was there. I'm just telling you. And I'm like, that is not where we were at. I am a visual person too.
Right. Girl, that's how we can tell each other stories. So, because I do tell stories, I feel like I talk too long, but then I feel like I over-explain myself, but I be wanting clarity.
But it's a real thing. That's
to give you clarity, right? And so the mom, okay, it just threw me off. So what was it? It was like the mom said something, and she's like, yeah, ask your dad or whatever. And she's like, yeah, dad, what are you, stupid or whatever? What was she saying? What did she say to him? Whatever she said, the words don't matter. It was, the temperament was identical. It was identical. This daughter was implementing upward where she sees how her mother talked to her husband, how now she talks to her father. And I was just like, we were in the store like, what in the hell did we just witness?
Girl, and when I witnessed that happen with me and my child, I said, oh shit, okay.
Oh shit.
Like, again, that's why I said with Capricorns, you can't tell us what we need to work on. We know what we need to work on. As soon as we see it, like, no, you can't talk to your daddy like that. That's not how. And I'm like, well, where does she think that she can? Bitch, is you. Like, come on now. You
have to. Because we won't, right? Because we're girls, right?
Like, that's
we're
not
equals,
how you,
right?
Yeah. No. That's your daddy, homie. And I'm like, and he your daddy. Like, he's not just a guy. He's your daddy. Okay? He's doing what he needs to do for you. So don't talk to him like that.
You came from him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which leads me to a question I be wanting to ask. I was gonna ask on social media so bad.
What?
Because because the women carry the child, right? Naturally, it's like, that's my baby. Naturally the states and everything side with the women. And I know you're gonna go with the fun. But sorry, friend, but do you feel like they come from a man's scrotum? So technically that's their kid.
Yeah.
And they should, like, no, like them, they kids. Literally theirs.
Because it's their kid, is
their seed.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like you can, just because you can plant the seed, I'm still the flower. I'm still the one. I'm still the soil.
I know.
You get what I'm saying?
I just want to ask. I knew what you would say.
But I do feel like, yes, that is their kid. And again, when I would be like, yep, go ahead, take your kids.
Do you feel like, and y'all tell me what y'all think, do you feel like DNA should be mandatory?
For sure. 100%.
Okay.
100%. 100%. I mean, because again, men lie, women lie. That is true. Right? And that's why I'm like, I seen your comment. I mean, I seen your question that you posed, and I was like, okay, not going to say anything, but I did read the question. Girl, about
I'll be posting questions. They just be random questions. Yeah. And I just be wanting to know what people think.
About, like, was it about, how there are women who purposely take their kids away from the father, whether he's actively or not actively, whatever, you get what I'm saying, and use their kids as pawns, essentially, right?
I shared.
Yeah, you had your
like a picture or something.
Yeah. So to me, I read the comments and I'm like, two things can be true at the same time. And even though we're highlighting that, yes, there are women that does this, right? That does this vindictively and does this. So if that's what we're talking about, let's keep it on that subject. And then I noticed, like, when everyone else talks about it. Oh, well, then this is, yes, those are other reasons that it happened. We're only speaking of this. And I'm okay with now understanding that we're only talking to the women who uses their kids as bait or do not allow the father to be a part of the child's life, no matter what, right? That's that one thing. You don't have to come in the comments, oh, well, there's a lot of guys that don't do this and they manipulate this. Cool. We're not talking about that. We're talking only about the bitches who do this. Because again, as a woman, I want us to hold men accountable. Women, we need to hold ourselves accountable as well. And that is, again, we're only talking about that subject. That we're talking about women. Where y'all women at? Okay, stop being like that. That's weird. You don't have to, because again, I don't feel like you should have kids with somebody that don't want to have kids. Like, that is setting your child up for an absent parent on purpose. And it's okay that you can feel you can give the love and the attention that they need. But I know how having me and Marcus together at home is good for the kids. And it doesn't mean that, we can be turmoil to each other and yelling and cussing. I'm not saying just because we're both together, but seeing two parents either work it out, either fight, either come back together, either love on each other. I like when my husband's like, well, we don't need the kids to see everything. I don't need them to see everything, but they need to see how we make up. They need to see that we don't agree with everything.
That's so real.
Like, I feel like when we just hide shit and put it in the closet, they know shit. They living in the same fucking house.
They can feel the energy.
So that's the boundary. I don't, I know sometimes people are like, how they're raised. We're not raised to like do things in front of our kids, or we keep our problem. I'm not saying go and tell them all our business, but they have to understand when we're not seeing eye to eye. They notice like, hey, why you didn't, dad said something to you. You didn't say nothing. You turned your eyes. You did. I'm like, what you looking at me for? Because, well, mom, sometimes you don't never say sorry to you. You don't know what I say. Do I not say sorry? But most of the time I don't.
Know. You are the kids, right?
So again, but it's like when I'm overstimulated or if I'm yelling, he's the calm one. These are the things that the kids really do need to have, both sides. It doesn't necessarily mean they have to be together, but they need them both. Not just one. They need both.
Oh, we done went down the rabbit hole. But it is definitely a topic.
And that's a boundary, though. It's just a boundary of like when you have kids. Like, again, like I said, I knew I wanted to make sure that me and my kids were going to be raised in a household. It's funny because we only met each other a few years ago. But for us to have a lot of the ideologies that we see in real time, and like even fashion sense, even different things, I'd be like, I didn't know this woman. And we were just like kindred spirits in different parallels just at that time. And I feel like that's when you have respect for someone, where you can see like a more advanced version. If you have the right tools, if that makes sense. Like learning more, being able to be understanding, being able to understand all of these emotions have weight on you, like in real time. And learn, like learning from your friends is a good thing.
As long as they teaching you something, they could be teaching you.
They can teach, but it's up to you to.
I mean, there's a lesson out of everything.
It is. That's a real thing. Fool me once, shame on you.
We went to this one place, but no, honors your humanity.
I like that,
because you're not a machine. You're not supposed to be this survivor. And you're not responsible for everybody else's comfort. Honestly, should we aid in each other's comfort? Yes. Should we be compassionate to each other's comfort? 100%. But when I was watching one of my relationship shows, and 100% every single time dude walked in, it was like a dark cloud. And it was like, everybody's like, hey, you want like, it's almost like to the point of like, you're trying to overextend yourself to cheer them up, to make them, pick them up from wherever low they are at, so you kind of take it on. Now you go home empty.
Yeah. No. And you know what? When you talk about no as a love language, I kind of understood what my sister says sometimes about like no is a no, and sometimes I try to like I want you to be happy, right? And I want to make sure all of this and all of that, but it's like no, I don't need advice. I don't need you to fix anything. I don't need no, it's okay. Like I don't have to convince you to turn my no into a yes. You get what I'm saying? And I know sometimes
Please don't try either.
but that's the type of person that I know that I'm not doing vindictively, that I'm trying to sway you in my way. But I'm like, why would you say no? Because I don't have the boundary of saying no. And that's what I learned. Like, okay, I'm over here learning how to convince other people to do the shit that I know that I need to be saying no to too. Shit. Okay.
What's going on, y'all, in the comments? What's happening? Where do you guys struggle with boundaries at? No teaches others how to treat you too.
Yeah.
Every no is a lesson in respect.
Yeah.
You know, there's a healthy no. It doesn't have to be
And yeah,
a toxic no. And it's a complete sentence. I feel like we hear that so much now more that we're adults. And it's like, oh yeah, it's a complete sentence. Like, well, you don't say.
I'll be like, I don't even know what that means. What now? Like the KNOW? That's
you don't know. Yeah,
I don't know how to say no.
I ain't gonna hold you. Most times I think is that why I don't like necessarily don't ask for things because it's in the no. Because now I'm like,
yeah, I for sure don't like asking for things because I don't want to hear a no. If I muster up the motherfucking strength to ask you for something,
I don't think people realize how hard it is to get you to the place to even ask.
Yeah,
I don't think. Oh, that's a good one. I don't think people consider that because some people will ask you for stuff when they first just met you.
But sure, and I'm the one to be like, yeah,
and no, no, their ego doesn't sit in the front. They don't. They just, hey, I need it. I want it. I got it. Dripping like water. You want it? I got it. Dripping like water.
Okay. Why you bring me there?
Yeah,
but that's a real thing. That's a real fucking thing.
That is real. But I think for the most part is we feel guilty. There's this big
for sure
wave.
I think no is a guilt. That's a yes. If I say no, why am I telling you no? I feel guilty that I can't do something that you asked me to fucking do.
It's not that I can't do it. I said I'm not doing it.
But see, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how to say no. This is a real in real time. This is a lesson for Marquita.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm getting better at it. You know, and I think it's coming quite easier too because once you dish that first no, people's behavior starts to shift anyway, and then you're really not in a position to have to tell them no anymore because now they don't see you. I guess I don't know, not putting words into whoever y'all is out there in the world mouths, but I just think, in my opinion, is that now that I have put this boundary up and I've said no once, I'm no longer accessible to you in the way that I have been. You know what I'm saying?
But then you no longer call me either. You no longer show up or do whatever because it's like, yeah, I do. I'm scared that I will lose access.
But that's the whole thing. Is like if I have to always say yes to you in order to have access to you, I'm essentially paying for you to be around me. So you can go.
I know.
You can go,
See that,
and that's that thing that I said about praying to whoever you pray to. But if you're constantly trying to protect yourself from whatever you're asking to be protected for, and then this person does something, voila, and then you're like, why would they do that? And then you asked again, like, keep these, protect me, give me peace, don't whatever you ask. And then they do something again, and you're like,
yeah, because then you'll be like, oh, well, they did this. Well, it's because of this. And it's really not because of that. And then it's really because, hey, again, that's the empath.
Making up excuses for what they're doing.
Excuses for poor behavior.
Potential. Man. You can see it. Yeah. It's a real thing. All right. So you already touched on it for sure, where the guilt comes from, because it's the core of a lot of things that we do, how we feel, how we talk, how we act, how we react to things, is our childhood conditioning. You know, whether however that looked for you. Many of us was raised to be the helper, the fixer. Oh my God, I know what we were supposed to talk about today. I think I know exactly what we were supposed to. As soon as I said the helper, the fixer, the peacekeeper, okay.
I'm sure the peacekeeper.
The responsible one.
I'm 5 of them.
The one who does not make waves.
My mom would tell me that all the time. Like, the squeakiest wheel gets the most oil, right? So if I'm the one, like, okay, she's already dealing with this person. She's already dealing with the shit that she has within herself, depression,
let me not
whatever.
Add to it.
Let me not add to it. Let me not, like, again, I'm like, okay, this lady, my grandma, I'm like, she's allowing us to stay with her. She's not our parents, like, she's older. Why make it hard for her? Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like,
let
why?
Me stay under the radar. Let me stay out of the
So
radar.
when people are like, you sneaky, I'm like, girl, I was getting food buzz, bitch. What you mean?
I don't know how I'm being sneaky for the betterment for all of us. But was I a rebel or with the cause? Was I a gladiator? Give me a different term, because I was the one who risked it to go get us something. Yeah,
and just to be like stealth mode, okay? Like, we all about to eat, bitch. What you want? Okay? And that's true though.
Yeah, which means like you the rider, like you rode for them, really, essentially. You went out there and risked getting caught.
Man, I got a few ass trying to be the,
Were you sent or did you volunteer?
I'm always the one that's going, let's, what we want. You don't never have to ask. That's why I say, I was like, I used to say a lot about like Leos, because I have, my siblings are Leos. I said, bitch, you got into that dryer. You let them turn that on. And then you wanted to see the hypotenuse as well, to see if you was going to flip in that motherfucking dryer. And we did. That was the thing that we did. I was the one. Give me out. Give me out.
He was going around and around.
It only went one time. After it went that one time, I said, you don't know.
That beats up the clothes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The little, I'm like, look, don't leave your kids at home alone, okay? Because they're gonna be doing stupid shit, okay? I mean, but it was a really, like, like I said, it
made your childhood.
Hey, I'm just telling you, okay? But I used to blame them for putting me in there. I mean, you went in there. Be honest with yourself. You did it. You wanted to do it.
Yeah.
You can't blame nobody else. You wanted to do it. I've always been that person. I'll do it. Let's try it out. Okay. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. But as that child too is the one that is the term, the parentified child. That is, it's crazy because
yeah.
As soon as I said helper and fixer, I knew where I was going with this, and then I realized what we were supposed to talk about.
But that's gonna be a good topic, and I can't wait. But I definitely know, having my older sister, I know she was the parentified child for sure.
I'm gonna need all my parentified children to tap in that are adults now, but had to step up, and in reality, you look at like what's going on and how things are. It was designed for all of that. Fear of disappointing others, like you just said, we confuse love with self-abandonment.
Yeah, man. Again, I mean, like, for sure.
Fear of conflict. We think boundaries create problems, but the lack of boundary creates bigger problems.
Yeah, like I said, 19 years we still in this time, but that's a real thing. That's a real thing. Until I really understood all those things, a lot more conflict was had.
Yeah. So I know what I think, but do you think people quickly jump into things without ever talking about boundaries? Like,
yes, because again, no one is taught this skill. No one is taught the skill. We have lived in survival mode. If you've grown up in the 80s, or if you just had trauma in your life, I don't care what uh range or time it was. If you've had trauma in your life, boundaries are not taught. And the only boundaries that you know are the ones that was fear. You get what I'm saying? Like sexual boundaries and things like that. Of like secrets and things like that. You get what I'm saying? It's not you know, and again, we come from the generation of being you are to be seen, not heard.
Yeah.
So they're not teaching you boundaries. Like, no, you got to get along to get along. That is what's
get along to get along.
So it's like these are things that again we're conditioned to do, and now that we have trauma on top of that, and then like we again want to feel good, and then once we feel good, that's normally with lust. That's normally having kids with, you know, either having a kid and then you have another kid and you have another kid and you have another kid. Like it's all of those things that does not set who you really want to be, but you're just living. And you're not really
we're all
living.
just pushing through.
Existing. Yeah.
That's
And
the whole thing. Like you have no choice. You know, something happens traumatic today, you still gotta go sleep, gotta wake up, gotta do this thing. You have to do the thing.
Yeah.
And so that's why it's like I can look at another human and be like, I wonder how they feeling today. I wonder what are they struggling with? You know, like you just don't know. The normal person walking past you, you don't know how heavy it is for them. It's just like we have gotten so far away from caring about others.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and I just
and it don't
I
have to be a
can't
boundary
allow
thing.
myself to get there where I feel like there's certain ebbs and flows where I was trying to be pulled off that scepter. And this girl, she said it today. I was watching this podcast, and she said it so good about how I was feeling. Like she worded it,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, because you don't want to be. I feel like if I give up hope, I'm the last one. You know, like if I give up hope, come on now, like, and I don't want to do that because I know how it's gonna make me feel. So, and then you get these little spouts where you get poured back into to remind you that, like, no,
keep pushing.
Yeah, you don't have to buy into it. You do know that we all can get along. You do know that we are supposed to coexist. Nobody's, you know, everybody can live a healthy life.
Yeah.
And
Abundant
cohesively.
life. Yeah.
Yeah. So
and riches doesn't have to be money. It's your spirit, it's your light, it's your aura, it's your presence. It's so many things that people don't equate to value necessarily more than money. You get what I'm saying? Like that's a real thing.
Tiana made gumbo. I always go back to that same example because it was about the love. It was about the community. You know, he's like, I made cornbread. All right, I'm gonna get some sweet tea. You know, but that's everybody coming out of their houses and doing things. Like I remember us having the block parties.
Yeah, as a kid, those were the things.
You know, you knew all your neighbors.
You did.
Everybody knew everybody, and you could call Sister Shirley down the street and tell her you're gonna be running late. Can you keep an eye on my kids? And they'll keep an eye on your kids. You know, like you could trust people.
Because I gotta go to work. I'm gonna be here at this time. I'm gonna be at this house raising their kids, raising their families, doing this. But that's why I said I feel like people didn't really understand during COVID. Black people were the closest that we could be.
We were the closest. Scared to be close.
No, but I'm saying like how we helped each other. We're cooking, we making plates, we did so much with each other.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? We did it because we were unfortunately forced. You get what I'm saying? Because we couldn't really do, but we like, you got some money, I got some money. Let's do this. Let's do that. Yeah.
I just feel like that's what we did.
Hey,
we did.
I feel like I was to me, I feel like Black people had a break. If you not all Black people, I'm sorry, but for the ones who were not like an essential worker that did not have to go to fast food or anything else like that, and people were mad that they were like, oh well, they don't want to work. I'm like, so you're telling me that you want them to risk their life to just go get you some food because you don't want to cook for $11 an hour? I don't think, $7 an hour. Well, everybody.
I don't care what it was. Didn't nobody need no fast food.
But I'm like, if you're getting $800 a month or $400 a week, baby, you were able to provide for your family. You were able to sit and chill and think better.
Yeah.
It was yeah. It was a pandemic to people. And
I didn't understand why everybody needed to go to Walmart so much. I couldn't understand why you needed to go to. I was like, so they said 2 weeks. Sit down for 2 weeks. Get the hopscotch out, get the twister board, set up a movie, have you something to do for 2 weeks.
But nobody was used to that. Everybody was used to going basketball practice, softball practice, this practice, piano practice, work, this. You get what I'm saying? Nobody was used to just being in a house with each other.
That's what blew me away the most, honestly. And it didn't like click into my brain until I watched the episode of a show. But before I thought like, hell yeah, like couples is kicking it, they're reconnecting, they having a good time with their kids. Like kids is outside having fun.
You see how she was so optimistic on that?
I just knew that's what was happening. Girl. And then I watched this show that was on for 18 seasons. And I was like, 18 full seasons? Which means y'all been on for a long time. But now you have to quarantine.
Yeah.
And the show was falling apart. Everybody got a divorce. It was Sister Wives.
Oh dang!
I have never watched season 1 through 18.
That guy has 18.
No, seasons.
They have 18 seasons.
I don't know what they have now, but this is like right after the pandemic, and I just happened to catch this particular episode, and he was like super germophobia. Only wanted to stay with one wife. If you came over there, you had to like strip. You had to wash your groceries. Like he was paranoid with it. But he's isolated all the other kids, all the wives, and then like all of their stuff started to come up. And I was like, oh, they've been sweeping stuff under a rug for a long time. These kids are grown now. Y'all been on camera. Oh, wow. So that's when it started dawning on me like, oh, people are they have to see themselves. I was like, I thought people was kicking it. I was kicking it.
I was about to say, I was like, hey, when I say
meet us in the backyard,
coming 6 months before a pandemic and not knowing anybody, but had the best fucking time.
Oh, you was only here 6 months. That's crazy.
Okay. 6 months and everything. Like my husband didn't have a job. I was the only one that was working because we moved. We were like, okay, let's get the new normal. Let's get the kids situated. Like, okay, when you have somebody that you can do that with, like, okay, utilize it.
Go.
You feel me?
Let's go.
And then once I lost it, then he got his job that he's still at to this day, So it's kind of like, and I didn't work for 3 more years after that. I was like, yeah, okay. I was living the best life.
Okay.
Until I was like, okay, well, this is time now.
Gotta get back to work. So how do we set those boundaries without guilt? You start with clarity. We already said that. When things are clear, it don't leave a lot of room for misunderstanding.
You can walk through it.
It's very clear. Like, nah, that's what she said. So I think that's what she meant. And it's like, what do I need to feel safe? What do I need to feel respected? What do I need to be emotionally steady? That's a real thing too. When you take somebody on a ride, emotionally up and down and side to side, listen.
I'm on an emotional.
And no,
I'm just saying that was a song like that.
Yeah,
for sure.
She knew what she was talking about because you got me up here. I'm on a high, and it's like then eventually you see through the fact that you on a ride, and people don't like when you know that they on a ride. They don't like it.
Like what? Like, no, I'm off the ride today. I don't want to go. What?
I don't even want to come to the park. Use simple, direct language. Okay. I can't do that. I'm sorry. You really don't even got to say you're sorry.
Okay.
That doesn't work for me. I need space. I saw something today, and this man was telling his kids, give daddy some space. It was actually kind of heart-wrenching. I mean, touching, where he was like, I realized that was my trigger. So instead of me acting on that, because that's not their trigger and it's not their business, that is their trigger, that is my trigger. So I just asked them to give me some space. I was like, that was so beautiful.
Wow. Was it a black? He was like doing a bike or something.
He was.
Yeah, I've seen that. I
He was
watched
like, I
some of
just
them.
need some space.
Yeah.
Let me finish putting your bike together. Go on back inside. Let me think. Right. And you can tell somebody that I'm just not available for that, or I can help you with this, but not that.
I know.
You can separate it. You know, don't over explain it. Capricorns, don't over explain it. I don't know if it's a you thing or a me thing or a us thing, but I know I think we explain for clarity, but explanations invite negotiation, right? And boundaries are non-negotiable. If this is something that you know you standing on, you just need to stand in it, and it's okay.
Okay.
You know, and expect discomfort. A person, especially from a user, you know, it's not a dangerous place to be. It's just growth. And you're going to be so much proud of yourself to be in that realm of growth because you were able to say no to something that you probably knew wouldn't bring you peace.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, in real time right now for me, it's like going out. I don't really know where that came from, but like, I don't need to go out everywhere to all the places, to all the things. I don't like what's lit anymore. I don't, you know what I mean? And so it's like, it's okay for me to be like, no, I don't want to go there.
And I'd be like, I'm ready to go.
Where are we going when I get off work? And then I end up outside with her anyway. And hold the line. Boundaries is only strong as your willingness to enforce it. If you don't enforce it, you might as well not have it. For real.
Okay.
Boundaries in different relationships. So in your romantic relationship, boundaries protect intimacy. They prevent emotional burnout and they create safety.
Okay, I like that.
Right?
I like that.
Because you can be more intimate with somebody that understands your, you know, the dance of love, as they say. Friendships, boundaries prevent one-sided relationships. Keep love kind of mutual and
period. Because we do.
Flowy.
Because we do.
Family.
Shit. Okay, let's definitely talk about that. That's all.
That's one you gotta learn early on.
Okay.
Boundaries break generational patterns.
Oh yeah.
In real time. You know, they protect the inner child that you weren't able to protect when you were a kid and you didn't know how to speak up for your boundaries. You didn't even know what it was, but you know how it felt. You know, you wanted to say something about the thing. And it's so funny. One thing about me is like, if I would be upset, specifically like with an adult, I'd write you a letter. When I was a kid, oh, I'd write you a letter. And I'm gonna tell you how I feel in the letter. But then I wonder now if that like hinders why I'm more able to articulate how I feel written than spoken.
I mean, at least you still get it out, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes I feel like, you know, I do be scared to say something, you know?
Yeah.
Like when
I feel like it eats me up. I'm trying to like have a good time and like not let it bother me. But my body's like, it won't let me sit in it.
Yeah.
Too long. Otherwise, I probably that's where the space comes in there. You know, work boundaries, real thing. Need that. Most of us work with other humans. They protect your time, your energy, and your mental health. How many of y'all employee prioritize your mental health? That's about to be my next question on the book. How many of your jobs prioritize your overall well-being?
My old job used to do that when I was in California. I used to love it. Like he knew when if things were going crazy at home and my house was a disarray, he would pay for me to have like my house clean. And he like, because Marquita, you don't book me tours. I need you to book me tours. I'm like, I'm trying to help you help me. Okay, no problem. But you still helping me in the time of you helping you. And I'm still helping myself because I'm still able to do it. That's all I'm like, hell yeah. Okay? I'll work for you. No problem.
So boundaries is a form of self-love. It just says to yourself basically like, I'm worthy of this respect. I'm worthy in this position to say no and the other person understands that I would do anything for them. And so they understand that this no is nothing personal.
Oh my God.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My needs matter. I still need to bring back my shirt. My heart matters. My peace matters. My time matters. My energy matters. And most of all, your heart really matters and how you feel. Like, we have to get to a place where we have to think about, how did I make this person feel? What? But it's real though. I'm just saying, like, in a way to, like, if we don't think about that, I think the level of relationships that we're in, we need to navigate what that looks like. Because if I am in relationship with you and we don't ever have a conversation about what matters to your heart, I don't know. Just for me. When I speak, it's for me. That's it. Can't speak for everyone. And when I say some, I say most, I say majority, because I know it ain't all of us, right? So if I ever say all, y'all already know that ain't what this is.
And she'll retract it. Like, that ain't what I mean.
Yeah. Because boundaries is not rejections of others. They are more so a commitment to yourself.
Great.
And that's ooh. See? That's why we stretching on this stuff. A commitment to yourself. Do you know what it's like?
Boundaries are not a rejection of fucking others, but they're a commitment to yourself. That's crazy to me.
That's it. But they have nothing really to do with anybody else. It's to you. And it's like, to make commitments to yourself and not uphold them to try to make somebody else feel good or comfortable, or they know how to just tilt that thing. You remember that game we used to play, and you have to do like that for the ball to go in the hole. They know how to tilt you just right to get you in that position. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna just do a minute. The loving no, right? The loving no, not the nasty no.
Okay.
So we're gonna place our hands on our heart again. Take some slow breath in and release them. Let me do it for real. I gotta do it without talking to y'all for a second. Because when I tell you, my body is like, look, we need to loosen up. I looked on my app and realized that I haven't had a stretch
in how long? That's her love language to herself. She knows she needs it.
Or a massage. So my body is like, or a massage? No, no massage. All right, right then.
Oh, I know I need to move my head.
Ooh, that's where it's at. The tension is in there. And say it to yourself slowly and softly, in a way where you believe what you're saying. I am allowed to say no.
I am allowed to say no.
My no is not unkind.
My no is not unkind.
My no is not rejection.
My no is not rejection.
Shit feels good. My no is protection.
My no is protection.
My no is love.
My no is love.
And my no is sacred.
And my no is sacred.
And allow that to, like, just settle into your body. And I don't know if y'all trying to. I gotta go on this journey. I gotta take care of my body. So we starting up. We getting it going. If you grew up without boundaries and you were taught to be the strong one, first of all, I heart you.
Man.
I hurt you so much. I understand when you empathize with you. The responsible one, the one who really didn't have an opportunity to say no. You probably wanted to say no a lot of times.
A lot of times.
You couldn't. So I want you to hear me. I want your heart to open up and receive this. You deserve a life that does not drain you. Okay?
Yep. Yeah.
I just want to sit in that for
For
a
the
second.
one who's watching this that needs to hear this.
It doesn't have to drain you.
It does not.
You deserve relationships that don't require you to abandon yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Preach. I say amen. Can I get an amen, church? Okay.
You deserve to be loved without losing yourself. When you think about all these things, it's like, oh, how many times did you allow your boundaries to be misplaced and pushed all over the place? I heard that. Said the boss is in the building. What's up, Luciana? If you don't enforce it, you might as well not even have it. You might as well not. Because I'm telling you, this is a boundary, right? And I learned this from a man, right? And he gave it to me in the example of women. Like he was essentially giving me some understanding from a male's perspective. We come into this thing and we're like, nope, I am monogamous, I'm monogamous, I'm monogamous, right? And then he cheats because he only said he was monogamous because that's what you wanted, but he never really fully agreed to being monogamous. And then you cheat back. They look at that as more of a betrayal because that's not what you said, what you wanted coming in.
Yeah, how dare you change who you are because I did what I did. We are not the same.
And then on the same side of that same very coin, you say, I will not tolerate cheating. They cheat, you tolerate.
I know
they cheat again, you tolerate again. So they already know that this boundary is null and void. You might as well send that back to the post office, return the sender because it ain't for me. You said you stood in these things, and people will test you real time.
In real time. In real time.
And you deserve to be loved without losing yourself. Period. We have enough things in the world that is trying to pull pieces of us away from us so that we don't fully be whole in who we are. Like we said, what are we protecting mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally? You know, we need to be whole in these spaces, and we can be whole in these spaces cohesively, right? So they're not the boundaries are not what's the end of love. They are actually what's the beginning of a healthy love cycle, right? Yeah. And so, what any last things to say on that?
I think that was like, to me, I feel like having it be broken down like that helped me understand what boundaries was.
Because we talked about it. We were trying to figure it out.
And I was like, I didn't understand how to, like, I'm like, you saying it, and that sound good, but I still don't understand.
How do I do that?
How do I do that? How do I do that when I've been doing this for so long? You know, it's like I've been trying not to feel rejected. I've been trying not to, like I'm people pleasing. I'm trying not to don't understand what no looks like because again, I've always been, tied to somebody else, tied to helping or being helped by somebody. So I felt like, well, shit, if people didn't tell me no, because they could have told me I could have been in foster care. You get what I'm saying? Like my grandma didn't have to raise me. My mom didn't have to get off drugs. Like there was a lot of things that didn't have to happen and that made me feel like I owed them something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
So it was kind of like that's a real thing of like, well, why should I tell them no? And when somebody else is in need, why would I tell them no when I know I needed a yes? You get what I'm saying? Even though it was, again, it wasn't comfortable, but I'm like, bro, somebody helped me.
Yeah.
Where would I be if people told me no?
That's so deep. That's deep.
So like I and that's why I'm like, I really always when I asked her, I'm like, I really like it sound good. It was like, the way when we learned about it, but now that I know that if it puts me out, if it makes me this, then that is how I know it's a boundary. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the way that it was explained today helped me understand what that looked like and why no is okay. And it's not wrong for me to say no because it's gonna harm me. Right? And in real time in our friendship, and that's why I respect, you as my friend, of like, wait.
As my friend too.
You know how you be like, wait.
You as my
I
friend.
appreciate that for you.
I'll be like, what? Wait.
Yeah, it's like if I'm getting frustrated off of something, you're like, friend, I didn't ask for none of that. Like, wait, tell me what's happening in real time. Like, because I'm like, she's like, because you're getting frustrated with me on something that I don't think we really talked about fully, but you said this. And you said you were okay with it, but once things changed, why you didn't just tell me that it changed?
Yeah.
Because I would have been okay. But you telling me that it changed, but you waited to the very last minute to tell me that it changed. And now it's making it inconvenient for me. And it wasn't that I wasn't going to be okay with you saying no, but because I was scared of saying no, that you weren't going to be my friend anymore. That again, that fear of rejection, the fear of people leave when you say no. Because people have.
And they should go.
And not knowing that they should go.
Just let the rope go. Like, because if you keep trying to jump in, jump out,
no, holding on to a rope that is your hand is bleeding and it's like open wound and you're still fucking holding on.
Still holding on.
I was like, Lord Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
you want to be out. Be out. You know? And that's okay. I think that's a boundary saying it's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. We don't have to be in each other's orbit. We don't have to do that.
Yeah.
But
that was such a good show.
Yeah. So thank y'all for tuning in to Let's Talk Love. And tonight, we talked about love, that protects you and utilizing your very own voice to be your advocate for your own emotional safety. Right. So advocating for yourself is the biggest form of self-love because nobody can speak up for you like you. Nobody even knows what you need like you. And so only person who can articulate your needs is you, honestly.
Yeah.
You have people around you who can speak for you because if they love you truly, they do get to know you and your ways and your quirky stuff or whatever. We went out to eat the other day, not to toot my friend horn or nothing, but we went out to eat the other day and like I didn't say anything. She literally answered every single question for the guy. And our other friends on the other side was like, we need to get us some friends like that. She was like, I know what she like. I know what she needs to eat, and I know what she ain't gonna eat. So I'm gonna tell them make it crispy. I was like, that's right, friend. Tell them make it's crispy. My friend said crispy.
They didn't make it crispy though.
They know I like the crunch. But to know each other is to love each other, and I think that's what we need to do. So get to know somebody that you don't know today. Just tell them that you love them. Walk past a random person. I did it the other day. I didn't say I love you, but I was saying hello to everybody
and it was so nice that people were looking. We're like,
hi.
They like
girl. Like all in their head, all in their thoughts, throw them completely off by speaking to them. So I think the next one is probably gonna be my I love you campaign. So
we're gonna see how
continue to protect your heart, protect your energy, protect the people that are around you, and start to spread more love and compassion. Open your heart up. And that was Let's Talk Love. I appreciate you guys. See you next week.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. We gotta read the comment. She said, wow, beauty on the beach.
Thank you. I want to make sure it's a salute. I'm not trying to.
She said, my communication skills are top tier.
Top tier.
Glad you tuned in. Thank y'all so much. Remember, we did homework together. We might need to get a session going. I'm trying to tell you what's love. Anybody else in school, drop a heart. We might need DM me. We need to do some homework. All right, y'all. We out. Peace.